Afternoon YouTube. Still here at the conference, and I'm sitting at the back of the hall right now because I found a plug to put in my laptop. So this morning I watched some stuff and then sat back here and uploaded it. One of the things I'm finding interesting, because obviously a lot of this is in French, so I don't understand it, and not with other people actually. And because Bernard Stiegler, who was the keynote speaker this morning, is speaking, apparently, although I couldn't testify to this, is speaking at quite a high philosophical level, even some of the French speakers, I'm completely on board with what's being said. Some people are clearly bilingual, and there were one or two comments and questions this morning from English speakers. And it was quite hard actually, because I was trying to reverse engineer what might have been said from what kinds of questions were asked at the end, but it was interesting, you know. But to me it really relates to what Pyro was talking about. Pyro was saying this morning on the video I was looking at, where he was talking about you know, understanding different languages, and should we really be trying to understand different languages? Should we all be swarming around the same currency? You know, whether that be a monetary currency that all our art is supposed to translate into, or whether it be a kind of linguistic currency. Now, of course, you know, we do need a bedrock of common understanding, but at the same time, there's a lot to be said for diversity and you know, fallings away of understanding and the misunderstandings and the kinds of creative responses you have to make to misunderstanding. It reminds me of song lyrics actually. You know, because quite often you hear a song and you sing it, you know what I mean, in your head, or you sing it out loud, and somebody says, actually you got that all wrong, and that's not the lyrics at all. You know, you've misheard it. But you've misheard it in a way which actually kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? And your rendition of that song, actually it reminds me of that Ken Lee video. You know the Ken Lee video? There's a, I don't know, a Korean woman who sings that song, Ken Lee. Anyway, it just reminds me of that, because she kind of makes sort of sense, kind of. And she's clearly got some kind of a narrative going on in her head about what these song lyrics that she's interpreted incorrectly actually mean. You know, and you know, my attempt to try, as I said, to try and reverse engineer Bernard Stiegler's talk this morning from one or two English comments that were made afterwards, another kind of symptom of that. You know, I can't go back and I can't recapture what he said, and I don't think I'd understand it if I did. You know, I don't think I'd comprehend it if I don't understand it. You know what I mean? But in a sense, that doesn't. But yeah, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because that sounds sort of postmodern and flat. That's not really what I mean at all. I suppose I'm just looking for the creative potential in there, particularly at a conference like this. You know, there are circumstances, and not just at this place here, but on YouTube as well. I think there are circumstances, and it's really important that you try to reach some kind of consensus. You know, you go for the consensus thing, and you go through protocols to establish that consensus. But there's other times when, you know, you don't do that. You go for the dissensus. You go for the deliberate. What's the word? Not obfuscation exactly, but the deliberate forestalling of that, you know, reach towards collective understanding. You know what I mean? You try to distribute different kinds of understanding across different constituencies of individuals, so you don't get what Piro was talking about, you know, which is this stampede of lemmings going behind a particularly voluble or a particularly compelling set of sense-making processes, you know what I mean? You know, whether it be the amazing atheist talking about vegetarianism, or whether it be Thunderfoot talking about Islam, or whether it be... Actually, I can't say the word Thunderfoot, because if Laura Layla knows I've mentioned his name, she'll not watch this video, and I want you to watch this video, Laura Layla. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'm just trying to identify differences. You know, the times when it matters and the times when it doesn't, and the times when not only does it not matter, but it would be counterproductive to matter. In fact, it should. You know, sense should be destroyed, and understanding should be undermined. I think that's all I've got to say. We're regathering for this afternoon's thing. I think some of it's in English this afternoon, so I might actually understand some of this. Anyway, speak to you later.